Hello everyone, and welcome to another One Piece manga read along. Today I'm going to be reading chapter 1106, 1107, and 1108. Maybe we can read 4, but it depends. At this time I don't think so. I think 3 should be fine. That was my initial goal for my manga read along videos. Just to let you guys know, obviously my patrons and everyone on Discord will get the video about 4 weeks in advance. I made a playlist that a link that I will share with my patrons and stuff. It will include all the videos, but also the unlisted videos. So the playlist will be unlisted so that it can't because there has to be a benefit, right, of being a patron and getting things in advance. So yeah, every Saturday night I will share a video from 4 weeks ago, and then Sunday I will record the new video that will only go up for patrons first and stuff. Okay, so I just wanted to remind you about that. I will be making a playlist so that you can easily find, okay, which videos haven't been made public, this one, but that it's the public videos will also be in the playlist. Otherwise it will be confusing, like, okay, where do I find, if you become a patron, for example, and you want to read start all the videos, if you start with the public ones and then want to go to the next ones, you want them still all to be in one place, right? So I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. Then before I started this read along video, I was copying and pasting some of my old One Piece notes on episode 17 and 18 of the anime. I was posting it to my blog thing. I don't think my notes from episode 1 to 4 to 13, like, these are very basic notes, but it's interesting to be reminded of my first impression. But I think my episode 14 to 18 notes were quite memorable for me. And I'm also going to be linking this if you ever feel like you want to take a look at some of my past thoughts. So that's just another thing I wanted to share. And for people reading this, maybe after a few days, Booty is going to help me with timestamps. So if you want to jump to specific parts, you can do that. Like, you don't have to sit through all my ramblings, but please be aware, you will most likely miss some things, and then you will ask about it, and then if I've already talked about it, then I don't know. I can't say. I don't want to repeat myself too much because I already repeat myself a lot. It's kind of a problem because, new people join all the time, and then they ask me things or they say things that I've already addressed, and then I feel like so exhausted to address it again, but they're new, so they haven't heard. So that's why there's 2 things I do want to address, and there will be timestamps so that in the future, if people bring up the same thing, I can just refer them back to this video. So just give me a quick moment to read through the thoughts that I've put down. I think it will go easier if I wrote it down, right? Because otherwise I ramble and I divert and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, first thing, a while back, someone commented that they were sad that it took me 3 hours to read 3 chapters because they wanted me to get to their favorite chapter faster. It's best not to hype up an episode, a chapter, or an event in advance. On multiple occasions, that has proven to have a reverse effect on my reactions. I'm just letting you know in advance that I will add a mod to my manga channel soon, and those kinds of comments will have to be deleted just in case. Taking an hour per chapter means I found it very interesting and I had a lot to talk about. I'm not going to rush through my thoughts to get through as many chapters as I can, even though I'm also really excited to catch up to the most recent chapter. Oda puts a lot of thought into his story and characters. That's putting it lightly. So Oda puts a lot of thought into his story and characters, and there's a lot of interesting themes and things that I'd like to unpack. Like I just said, I haven't changed in 7 years. I have always talked a lot, and it won't change in the next 7 years. So if that annoys you, or you're just like, I just want to get to the next part, if you're that kind of person, maybe my videos aren't for you. Not to be rude, but I never want to feel rushed. It kind of, yeah. It's my first time reading these chapters. I will savor them and the emotions and discussions as whatever discussions they bring up, right? Even then, I might miss some details, which brings me to my second thing. So I might miss some details or forget something as I'm reading, right? Maybe it's something that was revealed 100 chapters ago, or maybe it was something that was revealed 5 chapters ago. So for example, when Koala reappeared in the anime, I didn't immediately recognize her. There were some people who jumped at the chance to tell me who she was, and even some who got annoyed that I didn't immediately recognize her. You might not consider it a spoiler because you connect the dots a lot faster than me, but I don't like to be spoon-fed answers. So I've gotten comments that people say, the chat isn't spoiling you. That was revealed, and then they bring up the chapter number or something. But if I forgot something, like I've said before, let me forget. Let me, allow the story to unfold, even if I didn't connect the dots when you did. If there is something that I must understand or notice for the sake of the story, my mods will decide to let me know. At the very least, consider recommending me to reread a specific page or chapter if you feel that there's something I missed and might want to take another look at. The difficulty with that is that something might stand out to you more because you have future knowledge. I'm still 30 chapters behind after all, so sometimes, excuse me. Remember the Saint Saturn reveal? Like, he was there and the people were freaking out. And I was like, okay, so the old guy came out of the castle, big whoop. But obviously now, if I know what I know about Saint Saturn with the manga knowledge I have and I rewatch that episode, his arrival will be so high because you know where it's going to lead. So my point is that, yeah, don't get ahead of yourself. Please. Thank you for listening. And then there is another comment that I got after I meant to fall asleep, and I don't know how I saw that comment. It was on my main channel. It wasn't even on my manga channel. Let me just read it. Although it has some Attack on Titan spoilers, so I don't want to spoil anyone on Attack on Titan, so I'll just leave out certain parts. So the video this was commented on was, and it is 100% relevant to the current story. So pay attention if you're interested in the current story, and I will bring this up again, probably, because it's very relevant to Kuma and Bonnie specifically. So this is on my reaction to episode 1089. This person comments, and it's difficult because they mostly talk about Attack on Titan because they're comparing something in One Piece to Attack on Titan. They're saying the world government in One Piece is basically something in Attack on Titan position, but blah, blah, blah. So what their point is with the comparison, it's the world government that enslaved people for generations and killed whoever got in their way. If the world revolts and attacks the Celestials, even killing children, you can't really blame them. That, the way that he phrased it shook me to my core because he ends his comment with, the innocents can't be like, oh no, the people that suffered are now revolting and killing us. Our side created the situation, but now feel sorry for us. Your logic must make a lot of sense in your head, I guess. I was really shocked because I couldn't imagine how someone typed something like, if the world revolts and even killing the children, you can't blame them. So doesn't that fundamentally go against, like, did you watch Attack on Titan? Did you watch One Piece? Like, children being killed, being held responsible for the sins or the perceived sins doesn't really matter, but children being held responsible, children being killed, what, do you hear yourself? Have you, on which character story are you watching in One Piece? Luffy or Akainu? Is Akainu his main character in One Piece, or I'm not sure. I couldn't fall asleep last night because I kept thinking about this, and I kept thinking, this is why we will always have war. Always, always, always. It will never be eradicated until a meteor hits the earth and everyone is wiped out, maybe. But even now, I'm like shaking when I think about it because it's so crazy to me. Like, think about this. This is how it becomes relevant to me in the, I don't know what I was discussing in my reaction to episode 1089 that brought up this conversation, but it's relevant to the current story because think about it this way. Jenny, I'm just going to write G. She was abducted by a celestial dickhead. A celestial dragon, right? I don't know what his name was, but it doesn't matter. But she was abducted. And we know for a fact, I think it was revealed in the story, that he had multiple wives, right? So there was a wife 1, a wife 2, a wife 3. We can assume that many of these wives were abducted in the same way that Jenny was. So then they had kids. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But Bonnie was one of his children, right? As far as I'm aware, as far as I could summarize. So let's say we know that Kuma, he adopted Bonnie. He treated Bonnie like it was his own daughter. But now, because he knew that's what Jenny would have wanted, Kuma would never hold a child responsible for something they didn't do, had no part in, had no power over. So imagine now, wife number 1, 2, 3. Jenny was wife number 8, I think. Wife number 1, 2, 3, maybe they had husbands too. Let's call him Duma. So there was another guy, his wife was stolen. And then imagine if before, let's say Jenny didn't get sick and she didn't die. So Bonnie grew up with Jenny under the Celestial Dragon rule. Now, imagine Duma, out of anger and hatred for the Celestial Dragon and all the Celestial dragons, right? Not dickheads. I'm calling them dickheads so much that I'm not sure if dragon is the right word anymore, because how could they call themselves dragons? But anyway, because they think of themselves as, but whatever. So Duma builds up a mini army and he attacks this guy's house and multiple, and he kills because his wife he finds out his wife's already dead. She didn't make it. And let's say Jenny didn't get sick and the Bonnie was growing up with Jenny there. And there were other kids too. And now Duma, out of anger, he finds out his wife is dead. He went to rescue her. So he kills, by this guy's logic, he kills the Celestial Dragon. He kills Jenny. He kills Bonnie. He kills all the other children and as many other Celestial Dragons as he can. And according to this guy's argument, we can't have a problem with that. He can't be blamed for that. He carries no responsibility for that. He basically has a right to kill anyone and everyone, including children, because he is a victim. His wife was a victim. In what world does that make sense? Isn't that like the whole lesson behind Attack on Titan was the cycle of suffering, and why it keeps being perpetuated is because both sides, like if you get introduced to one side, but if you go back far enough, you shouldn't, just because bad things were done to you doesn't mean, I'm not saying he can't take revenge on the Celestial Dragon, whatever. But this guy clearly included innocence. He said, it's the world government that enslaved people for generations and killed whoever got in the way. If the world revolts, the world here being represented by Duma, if the world revolts and attacks the Celestials, even killing the kids, you can't blame them. The innocents can't be like, oh no, the people that suffered are now revolting. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how that doesn't make sense. Kuma was enslaved because Kuma and his mother were both enslaved because of the sins of his father or his father's generation. Whether we don't know what they did or what they didn't do. Obviously, the world government has insane laws and rules and shit, and oh, you know a part of history that you shouldn't know. That breaks the law, you get enslaved. So, but that doesn't matter. The fundamental principle remains the same, that Kuma's whole backstory is he's paying for the sins of people So I don't understand this comment. What are they trying to say? What's their point? What should I take away from this? I didn't know how to respond to this person. It just feels to me like, and this is only my own interpretation. I have no idea. Thank you. I'm gonna keep. Don't interrupt my interesting discussion, because I'm gonna forget my line of thought and ramble on for 20 more minutes.
Yes, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my train of thought, and I don't want to talk for too long. So let me finish up. I'm not saying I understand the story better than anyone else, but this was so fundamentally different from everything that I've understood about One Piece so far, and the message that not only One Piece but Attack on Titan was trying to convey. It was, to me, it felt like the opposite. So I want to, am I crazy? I don't know. I'm just hoping that this is not what most people understand from the story, or this is the takeaway, because I really believe that if you blow this up, this core belief behind the world government enslaved people, so if we revolt and kill even children, you can't blame me. This core belief, if you blow it up, that is why wars will never stop. In the real world, it's very applicable. I think there are wars right now going on where both sides are justifying very big wars, when I'm saying big, I mean prominent. Everyone is discussing this and has been discussing this for the last, it's now December 2024, this whole year. People have been very polarized between this side and that side. And I'm not going to mention this war because I don't know enough about it. But what I do know is that both sides feel justified in what they're doing, because while the other side did that and they did that, and then it just keeps going because of this way of thinking. And I'm just shocked, because it seems so completely different from the message that I got from One Piece and Attack on Titan. But I guess after, having certain discussions during Attack on Titan for the last 4 or 5 years of it existing, or me reacting to it, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. But this is One Piece. Attack on Titan is a lot more polarizing. One Piece, it has hundreds of more episodes to convey its message. So I was just, a One Piece fan wrote this. But I guess maybe first and foremost, he's an Attack on Titan fan. Okay, so I will just be doing... Another one we could get into is the Marines executing Ace, partly for being Roger's son, as well as being a pirate. Yeah, but it boils down to the same thing. There are 100 examples we could bring up, but I just feel... Yeah, the message of the story has never been, yes, let's punish people for crimes they didn't commit. That's okay. So we're starting with chapter 1000, 1000, 1106. So I'm leaving that on the screen because sometimes someone might join in the middle of a chapter and they wonder, okay, where are you reading from? So I'm just gonna do that. But to remind myself where the last chapter ended, I'm just gonna read the last 2 pages. Hi, not me. On the last 2 pages of 1105, well, everyone was just fighting and blasting, and Kizaru cut the tube and they fell out because they were on their way somewhere. Sanji was saying, hang on, Bonnie, I'll save you. A fitting end for the insect she is. It is the height of folly. So the fact that Bonnie will be killed, this is from Saint Saturn's perspective. To him, it's the height of folly that Bonnie will be killed by Kuma. And Vegapunk says, when I heard you'd become a pirate, Bonnie, there was one awful possibility that flashed through my mind. That the Navy might order the pacifistas taking your father's form to shoot his own daughter without realizing the irony. So Saint Saturn's perspective is that he's basically laughing at the irony, but for Vegapunk, who is obviously a good person, at least based on my definition, this is his biggest fear, or regarding the situation. Hey, that's Straw Hat, right? And then Luffy is just too full to move. Capture him. He's one of the 4 emperors. And then we failed to destroy the escaped ship. Tell him they went to Egghead. So the escaped ship went back to Egghead, which I'm very curious about. Why? How? How did they defeat the ship, the marine ship that went after them, and why are they going back after having defeated when they were told to, escape? But okay, so chapter 1106 is called On Your Side. So I just want to write down the title here. So we're officially getting started. I don't feel like it's too late into the stream, so I'm quite happy. I was thinking that I might rant a lot more, but it's fine. I think I've ranted enough on this topic. I have hundreds of hours of videos worth talking about this specific topic, actually, in Attack on Titan, and hundreds of pages of notes as well, addressing these kinds of ethical dilemmas, I guess. But yeah, I guess I'm all tired out talking about it. Okay, so On Your Side, reader request. Robin giving a crocodile a cute outfit. Ah, Lacosta! A crocodile wearing Lacoste. That's so cute! Oh. And then Robin just being there like, cheek. Okay. Chapter 1 of page 1 of chapter 1106. Look at them going at it, just like the paper said. Oh, he's probably digesting the food quickly. Huh? He just digested all that food? Feels like I'm next. Is he not human? Whoa, watch out. Look out. We're getting surrounded by flames. We can't stay on this island any longer. I know he's an emperor, but on the count of 3, we'll all put the Sea Prism Stone cuffs on him together. But it looks like Luffy has already transformed back into everybody's favorite form. Although, not literally. but it's definitely my favorite form. 1, 2, bleh! Get on the ships! Egghead is done for! Turn it into a sea of fire from the shore inward. Kuma! Bonnie! Come in, Atlas! Shoot that foolish family once and for all. So it's loading, obviously, the laser beams. Atlas! Tell Bonnie! Bonnie! I'm coming! I'll do it, Stella! So, I don't know what Vegapunk is asking Atlas to tell Bonnie, but Sanji is sprinting as if his life depends on it, which... There's something in my straw. I'm gonna use the other straw. Okay, so Atlas tells something to Bonnie, and she looks like she realizes something. Don't shoot us, Daddy! Help us escape this island! Beep, beep, beep. Did you hear a voice? Through all the explosions? Couldn't have. Bzz, bzz. Huh? Ah! Oh, don't tell me there it goes. Stella, Saint Saturn, and the world government people, what are they called again? The Gorosei. And then there's a passcode for Bonnie. Why are they turning this way? Ah! Doom, kadoom. The pacifistas have gone haywire. The one worry in the back of my mind was seeing Bonnie killed by the father she loved. If you were to harm the daughter you loved so much, it would be a tragedy beyond compare. Therefore, I inserted a directive into each unit made to look like Kuma. Vegapunk, the MVP. So that even if the highest authority in the world should command it, even if the entire world should be your enemy, understand this, Bonnie. Kuma will always be on your side. No, it's so sweet. I love that. This is just a selfish wish of mine. And it means I know what comes next. It is obvious that there will be consequences for my willful actions. Oh no. Eliminate them, Kizaru. Now. And then he shoots at them, or I don't know what it does, but I'm not ready. No, Vegapunk. Don't you love it when, like, for a long time I wasn't 100% sure how I felt about Vegapunk because he's a scientist, and we know scientists can take things too far. I mean, have you seen the last episode of Bleach? Have you seen Mayuri's character? Like, yes, they create insanely amazing, helpful things, but they can take things too far. And I was always kind of wondering, Vegapunk seems so great, but science has a dark side. Everything has a dark side. Scientist curiosity, almost I should say, have a dark side, more so than science itself, because that's neutral. But it's more the curiosity of the individuals. And I was always wondering how I, feel about Vegapunk. But now I'm not wondering. And then at the moment, because for a while now, when I saw some of the backstory stuff and things he said to Kuma, I've been saying, like, wow, no, he's great. I didn't misjudge him. I just was waiting to see more, right? And then I was like, okay, I don't need to see any more. But the fact that he did this above the highest authority of the world, and he knew that there would be consequences and he still did it. That's why Dragon trusted him so much, because he really, really is a great person. No, Vegapunk! Okay, so now I'm on this page over here. Page 11. I'll cut you both in two. Don't worry, Bonnie. It won't hurt. Kizaru, really? Really? Vegapunk was working for the government all this time, but when it came down to it, he made the right decisions. When it was most important. Do the same, man. Do the same. And then Luffy's laugh. Oh, and then he punches him before he could get to them. Straw Hat? Where? Full tummy, full power. And then he does the goofy laugh, which I love. And then the drums of liberation are playing. I'm having fun now. And then he's just bouncing around, or everyone's bouncing around, because he affects everything around him, right? Whoa! Oof. Are you all right? Does the island seem like it's shaking? Who cares about that? Stop the pacifistas! And then the drums of liberation playing in the background. And you can see Kizaru, he doesn't want to do what he's doing. All of this. That's why there's something about him that makes me feel like, I mean, we got three, right? We got Akainu, the red one, the blue one, the yellow one. And Akainu is this kind of, this guy that he will kill children for the greater good, or whatever he sees it as, right? Then you get Aokiji, who was always like, he seemed like questioning. From the time with Robin, he was carrying out the government's will, but at the same time, he made some of his own decisions because he was never really convinced. And eventually, he didn't want to work under Akainu, so he left. But with him, it's like, there's a reason, like he knows how bad they are, but he doesn't choose Akainu's path. He doesn't leave like Aokiji did. It's like something is keeping him there. And I'm wondering, like, what do they have on you, my guy? Your wife and child locked up somewhere? I want to know. I mean, think about how they manipulated Kuma to do their bidding. Something that you would think he was a freedom fighter, but yet he gave up his freedom because it was for his daughter. So they manipulated him. Essentially, So my point is, I wouldn't be surprised if Kizaru is only doing all of this because for a similar reason. I don't know. I can't. He just doesn't seem like the kind of guy that. Okay, page 14. Vegapunk, come with us. They'll kill you. And then, I knew it. This thing is waking up because of Luffy and the drums. This rhythm. Nika? That's right. He's my idol. He appears from the blue with laughter and this rhythm. And then she remembers her dad and her, like, dancing to the beat. And she looks up. Ah, so beautiful. So you didn't realize it, Bonnie. I couldn't be sure until I saw it for myself. The very same Straw Hat Luffy that Kuma had his eye on was Nika, the sun god. Huh? Kuma was right. This Buster Call is futile. For centuries, people all over the world have been waiting for him. Northeast coast of Egghead. For centuries, people all over the world have waited for him, including the Buccaneers, right? Northeast coast of Egghead. We're off the northeast coast. There's an enormous ship heading our way. That's definitely them, all right. I thought they fell apart over 100 years ago. Should we stop? But why are they here? Nah, charge right through him. Doesn't that mean the last time I saw Dory and Brogy, weren't they with? Well, here they come. Fire! Blast it! Why are there giants here? Why? They ask Dory. Ah, fuck's sake! It turned to the next. Why, they ask Dory, when all that happens in the world is inevitable, Brogy. Ga ba 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 ba. We're here for you, Straw Hat. A new state of emergency. The giant pirates have arrived. Ga 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 ga. Or should it be Sun God? So excited! What? Weren't they with Shanks the last time we saw them? I mean, I don't know if he's with them now. They might have gone their separate ways, but they were on the same island. But maybe after that they split. I don't know. But it's so cool to see them. When was the first chapter or the first episode where we met them? And then at Little Garden, right? That was before Arabasta. Elbaf. And then we haven't been, but I'm so happy. It's like the tide is finally turning in our favor. But isn't this so beautiful? After everything that Kuma and her have been through, for things to come together like this, and then on top of that, Dory and Brogy. I'm so happy. Wow. Because somehow they kept fighting, and it took a lot to get to this point, but they kept fighting. They didn't give up. And it was thanks to so many people who made this possible, you know? I mean, Bonnie might be dead if it wasn't for Kuma, right? I mean, it wasn't for Vegapunk that put his life at risk and made sure, you know? Little Garden started in chapter 114, almost 1,000 episodes ago. Wait, episodes or chapters? Chapter 14 or episode 114? The last time we saw them, they destroyed Kid's ship. I remember that. Yeah. 116 is the first appearance of Dory and Brogy. But in the yeah, that is almost 1,000 chapters ago. Chapters, yeah. What? That's so cool. Amazing. Okay, well, here we go. Next up that was just a great chapter overall. I love that Bonnie finally got to see that side of Luffy. And then on top of that, the giants show up. Like, what? Okay, so the next chapter is chapter 1107. I've been looking for you. Because Bonnie has been looking for Nika all this time, hasn't she? Kind of like while she was looking for her dad. Let me just put the title here. I'm just gonna add Bonnie sees Nika. Dory and the Brogy arrive. That is just peak. Like, I mean, at this point, I have come to the conclusion that as vast as One Piece has become, I can't score it anymore per chapter. So someone said I should score per arc. But no, everything is a 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. There is just everything is 10 out of 10 out of 10. Okay, I just quickly want to go to the bathroom. Chapter 116 was called Giants, and 1106 is called On Your Side. So some people say that is foreshadowing, because if you put the words together, it will be giants on your side. I wouldn't say that it's foreshadowing. It's one of those things that Oda could have looked back on. Okay, I'm going to make these characters come back now. When were they introduced? And then he saw, okay, the chapter was called Giants, so let me complete the sentence. But I mean, that's just speculation, right? Because it can be independent, giants, and on your side, but it's more, yeah, callback is the right word. Callback. Rather than a foreshadowing, because I don't think there's enough for me to believe it's an. I mean, he probably always knew how the story was going to end, right? Most of the greatest authors, I think, they know how their story will start and end, and then they fill in the gaps. Like, they work backwards. Or, they kind of bring it together like this. And I don't think One Piece was ever meant to be this long, so it maybe not in a literal sense Oda was imagining Egghead. I don't know. But story-wise, character-wise, theme-wise, he probably already knew since the beginning that, yeah, the giants will fight with Luffy. But yeah, you'd have to ask him about that to really know. Okay, but I just quickly need to go to the bathroom, and then we'll start with chapter 1107. I've been looking for you. And the cover page is Beppo pouting after finding Law napping with a snow leopard. Aww. What does the leopard have in its mouth? He's gonna pour hot tea? Beppo, no! And I like that Law has a bottle of vodka. Like, it literally says vodka. That's so funny. Okay, I'll be right back. I just want to go to the bathroom. Who knew Beppo was a yandere? More like a... like, I know when you're young, some kids get really jealous of if their mom is giving it too much attention to other kids, and then they'll kind of like act out. So this is more like acting out, but... yeah. Okay. Page 1 starts with Oimo, Kashi. Fan out with your soldiers and destroy the enemy ships. Watch out for their cannons. The red ogre and the blue ogre. Oh, wait, let me swap around like this, because it kind of... whoa, it's a whole clan of them. You're on, captains. Uba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's get 'em, boys. Oh, Kashi and Oimo, we found them at Eni's lobby, right? Yeah, this is a great giant pirate crew. Like, I love the text. Looks so great. Where do I start again on the left? No, on the right. You read from right to left. I was so confused for a second. Okay. Where have they been all these years? It's the legendary giant pirates, just as we once knew them. Leading them into battle are Brogy the red ogre and Dory the blue ogre. Their one-time comrades are with them too. What are they all doing here now? They came for Luffy. Usopp's reaction! Shisho! What does he call them? Masters. Shisho? Or what would be the Japanese translation? The Japanese word here that was used. The giant pirates have made landfall. Hurry! Drive off the giants! Doom, doom. Masters! Oh, that's so cute the way he realizes it's them. Oh, and look at Chopper peeking over there. It's so cute. I would assume Shisho or something. Shisho, I don't know. What are they doing here? Master Brogy, Master Dory, Oimo and Kashi are here too. They must have gone to get the captains at Little Garden. Oimo! Kashi! I'm glad they did. I was afraid that we'd go all the way to Elbaf and not get to see them. A giant pirate's refresher. Long ago, the world trembled in fear of the giant pirate crew until a 100-year-long fight between their captains, Dory and Brogy, broke them apart. Luffy's crew happened to cross their duel, and on a different island, they met and befriended their subordinates, Oimo and Kashi, who were trying to check on their captains. So I very strongly remember Little Garden in my head, as strongly as my memory goes, you guys know. But, you know, with Mr. 3 and Zoro's pose, remember the way, I don't remember how he posed, but I remember that they posed because they got frozen or something. And the fight and the Usopp's discussion with them and hearing about Elbaf and, I mean, Enies Lobby. I think they were guarding the gates. I don't remember. They were captured or something when they were on their way to their captains. I don't remember how they exactly got there, but they were set free, obviously, when Luffy and them stormed Enies Lobby. I think I got a cat hair on my nose after I kissed Sky, so now it's like, it doesn't want to go away. They're clearly attacking the Navy ships. I can't believe they know you. I guess they must have found out about this and came to help. Huh? How? The ship. How else did they defeat? It's a government attack. Of course it'll be in the news by the next day. Oh. Yeah, it would have been a big coincidence if they sailed past that ship, right? But maybe they were on the way and that's how they... Okay. I'm sure they're reporting in a way that suits them. You mean this is a major news story? Yeah, I guess it must be. They're not here to wage war. They're here to break us out of this mess. Hurry, get ready to leave. Ah, sloop, sloop. Oh, is that Nami? It's me. Where are you now, Brooke? We're almost there. We'll be passing through in a moment. Passing through, yeah. We won't stop. Just FYI. Just jump. I don't know how to stop this thing. Stop the ship! If we shoot off the island, we'll hit the barrier and explode. Hello, this is me, Lilith. I love how Brooke is just like drinking tea. We'll be passing through in a moment. This is me, Lilith. Listen up. This bonehead didn't have a plan to stop, so... Sure is a lot of ruckus going on. We should at least be ready to leave at a moment's notice. It's not the time to be fighting. Hear that, Zoro? Oh, not the time to be fighting. Okay. I'm just thinking, I wonder if he can stop or if Lucci would let him stop. You're really hanging tough. Can we wrap this up? I'm in a hurry. That's something the eventual victor says, Renoir. But you are only the dead weight holding your friends back. Am I wrong? Ha! Ha! You're a pack of fools, unable to cut loose a single member for the good of the rest. As long as you're still alive, your friends are trapped here. You say that as though you're the one in control of how long the fight will be, Rob Lucci. I like how they're both wheezing and huffing and puffing. Can I just read Zoro's line again? I messed it up. You say that as though you're the one in control of how long we fight, Rob Lucci. What are the ship damages so far? We've lost about 30 small and medium-sized ships, and the numbers are only rising. The infamous Asma fight. All small and mid-sized ships, pull back. Battleships only at the fore. We're getting nowhere with this, says Penis Head. Yes, sir, Vice Admiral Red King. Red King. I don't think that name suits him as well as my name suits him, but I understand why Odo couldn't go with that. How has this gone so terribly wrong? That's what she said. Sorry, his name is Penis Head. I had to make the joke. I mean, his name is Red King. How has this gone so terribly wrong that we have to attack our own military weapons? Hey, Bonnie! Dun, 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 dun. I don't know how the rhythm goes. It's been too long. I don't even know, even if I listen to the drums of Liberation, it's such a very particular rhythm that it's not easy to emulate just on the fly, you know? So this is going to be a beautiful scene in the anime if they do it right, like that one specifically down there, with all of them looking up at Luffy. And he says, "Hey, Bonnie! Why are you crying?" "Of course I'm crying, idiot! I've been looking for you!" "Huh? But we've been together this whole time!" "I know, but I didn't know that you were Nika." "Nika? What's Nika? By the way, I saw that wimpy punch you threw. I wanted to hit him with a rubber punch like yours. Show me how you do it." "Pound him for Vegapunk, right now! Help get us off this island." "What? Vegapunk?" "Stupid insects. There's a reason that you are worthy of death." "No, there isn't." "Okay, Bonnie, I'll do that. From now on, throw your punches like this. Shoop, 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 shoop. And then, arc. You hurt my friend. Wait, what is arc? Did he smack himself in the face or... What happened here? He spins his arm and then what's that? Please tell me he smacked himself in the face by accident while spinning his arm. Saturn did the eye thing. The eye thing? You hurt my friend. Gomu Gomu Don Gatling. Da 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 da. And then he punches him in the face. Ooh, this is gonna be so satisfying. I want to hear the punches. I want to see his spit flow out of his mouth. And then he just keeps punching him and punching him and punching him. Bakum. He tried to blow Luffy's head off. Does he have laser eyes? Forgive me if I forgot this demon's power. The first time we've seen Saturn, he did a sort of hockey thing. So basically the dark side of the Force. He did that to a Marine when he arrived, if you remember. I don't remember much of this guy. I just remember that I hate him and he stabs people with his big, pointy demon toe. But okay, I'll take your guys' word for it. So Luffy started swinging his arm. He tried to blow Luffy's head up or off. And then Luffy's head just smacks back and he's like, "You hurt my friend." And he starts Don Gatling. And then everyone and Bonnie is like, "Misha is so cute. And Vegapunk, is Vegapunk still alive?" Bakum. "We gotta get away on our own. Come on, Bonnie. Use the hover function. You'll be able to fly at low altitude within the island's bounds. Come on, Vegapunk. Let's go." "You go on ahead, Bonnie. I know quite a lot about medical science, and if I move now, I will die." No! No! No, he can't die here! "You'll die whether you move or not. Accept your fate." Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Kizaru, just pretend to die. Like, pretend to be knocked out or something. Stop messing with them. Stop getting in their way. So he plans to attack, but then Sanji... And he looks like, Are you kidding me? That was a laser beam. Love is stronger than light. Well, after seeing Luffy, I don't know what, Luffy swallowed a laser last time, so I'm not too surprised, but I do love the saying, love is stronger than light. Kizaru closing his eyes, still a coward. I don't know, I want to believe there's more to it, but I guess we'll see. If that's true, then physics as we know it is dead. I love that. Both of those. Number one, love is stronger than light. Number two, if that's true, physics as we know it is dead. Let's move to the northeast shore, right? Well, this really puts me in a bind now. I've got to at least take your heads back with me to save any face. Maybe that's why he's so slow. Because he never really wanted to do all of the stuff that he was doing, but he's doing it anyway. At this point in the story, I personally don't get a coward vibe or a pathetic vibe. I get like a... Well, I don't know. I don't get anything from him. I just feel frustrated. That's the only feeling I have when I look at him. And then Luffy is laughing. Better start writing up your formal apology. Whose foot is that? Kashunk? My, how the 5 elders have fallen. Oh! What's her name again? Vanagur. What? Oh, Katarina Devon. And this guy. What? Why are they here? What kind of powers are these, I wonder? I've never heard of the 5 elders coming down to the real world from their lofty perch. But it's helped us quite a bit. There. Mission complete. She touched him? That was the mission? What are you people doing here? 3rd ship captain of the Blackbeard Pirates, Van Augur. Warp fruit. 6th ship captain of the Blackbeard Pirates, Katarina Devon. Dog fruit. Mythical type. Model 9-tailed fox. She gets a cool devil fruit like that? What? No! Katarina Devon, I must admit, I did not expect to see the savages from level 6 submitting to another's leash. Oh, but Teach is special, as is his bloodline. Dun dun dun! Oh, you were aware of that. You people are always up to strange business. What are you really after? The world. You want to be the new Gorosei or what? Huh? What do you want to do with the world? Rule over the ashes? That's a pretty cool visual though, especially her. I really like her design there. Like her hair stands out to me the way that it looks really cool. The world. Oh, but he says the world. And then something goes boop. This guy's still around? Where did you come from? Oh my god. I don't remember the last time we saw him, but I think he's been on the ship the whole time, hasn't he? I don't remember that he ever... Let's be on our way. We're still on... What did she do? She touched him and she said, mission accomplished. Or she touched something. Let's be on our way. We're still on the island. You couldn't have warped us further away. We're still on the island. They came here for something. But what? Hi, Nox. Thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome. She needed something to make people stop noticing her nose from a mile away. You're saying she's a shapeshifter. Do we know that from a previous chapter? Because she's got the nine-tailed fox fruit. So I don't know how that links to your answer. Exactly. We saw it in Wano Arc Intermission. She imprisoned Absalom a long time ago. I remember that vaguely. She transformed into Absalom. They killed... I remember someone transforming into Absalom that time. Took his identity or his fruit? Oh, I have to rewatch. Just tell me the episode number or the episode chapter. Booty says it's chapter 925. So it would be best. You didn't notice it was her when it happened. Yeah, I didn't notice. See, that's why at the beginning of the episode, or at the beginning of this video, remember when I asked you guys, if I don't remember something, you don't need to tell me. Remember that? Today, I said that. And then I asked, if anything, you can give me the chapter number or the episode number and say, you might want to go reread that. Do you remember that I said that today? Like about 45 minutes, less than 45 minutes ago, maybe? I would have really, really liked if I, instead of being told that, who said it first? She's a shapeshifter, so. Would have been really nice if you kind of just said, hey, maybe you want to go reread this chapter where we found out about this for the first time. Because then I could have gone and read it and, you know, put two and two together by myself instead of being spoon-fed the answer, which is exactly what I asked you not to do. So for the time being, can we just put sub-only chat on again? Because I really, really don't like repeating myself so many times. But anyway, thank you, Booty. Chapter 925. Even though me being able to put 2 and 2 together by myself has been taken away from me. I would still, in my own time then, like to go reread that chapter. Read chapter 925 again for refresh. Or it's not a refresher, I just like for Katarina Devon. I'll just put Katarina Devon. Hi Odinoko, nice to see you. What was this chapter called again? Okay, but wait. Let me just finish up reading. Let's be on our way. We're still on the island. You couldn't have warped us further away. That's quite interesting. Oh, he wanted to attack them and that's what went pop because he warped them away. Okay. Let's be on our way. We're still on the island. You couldn't have warped us further away. I'm still training. Wait up, please. I can't believe I finally met you here. Supersonic Van Olger, Crescent Moon Hunter, Katarina Devon. My name's Caribou, just a humble pirate at your service. I've been looking for you folks. See, there's a certain someone who inspired me to go out to sea in the first place. My lifelong dream is to be one of Master Blackbeard Teach's goons. Please, you just gotta let me see him in person. I'm begging you. Oh my god. This guy just... When was the first time we met him? Chapter 925 again. Or episode 917. Thank you. This guy has been around for a long time. He's like a fungus in your house that you can't get rid of. But if your house was moving from one place to another, like a trailer. Shabondi's reunion. Finally, a fan base to rival Bartholomew. Yeah. Well, you mean a fanboy. A fanboy to rival Bart. Because Bart is Luffy's fanboy and the Straw Hats. Oh, yeah. Bart is Luffy's fanboy, but all of the Straw Hats. And he is Blackbeard's fanboy. Wow. They do have the same energy, but this one is oily and... ugh. Icky. Wait, so when did we meet this guy? At the Shabondi reunion. It would also be interesting to map... What's his name? Caribou's journey from his introduction to now. When he meets Blackbeard pirates and says Teach was the one who inspired him to go out to sea in the first place. Because I just think if I got a timeline from, okay, we met Caribou here, and then he popped up here because he was hiding there, and then he popped up there and there. This guy has been around. Anyway, next chapter is 1108, so we'll continue on from there. Yeah, most of the time you should assume that my questions are rhetorical, or in this case, like I said, I'd prefer, instead of being spoon-fed an answer, tell me the episode number or the chapter that I can go reread if I want to find out for myself. So okay, wow, look at this. Wow. How amazing. Focus. Wow. Look at Reiju. She's thirsting on Tashigi. What? Oh, and Nami and Uta. That's so cute. And your favorite there is Boa. I mean, your favorite is there. Boa. Sotos. Oh, and the Robin looks so beautiful too. I'm a little bit sad, and I feel like other people have said this, but I think it's kind of deliberate. But I'm a little bit sad that Robin and Boa look so similar, but I think it's kind of on purpose because Boa considers herself to be like the most beautiful woman in the world. But we know it's Robin, like. So I think it's kind of on purpose, but I do wish that she had some... Didn't she have a fringe when she was first introduced? But I guess Nami has a fringe, so maybe Oda wanted to differentiate them. Because it's not like we're going to see Boa a lot compared to when we see how much we see Robin, right? But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous cover picture. Super gorgeous. Wow, that couch, so luxurious. And these doggos. So great. Okay. Here we go. First page. We start over here. Okay, well, you can see. The episode title is Come In World. Robin looks like Hancock because apparently she wanted to copy the most beautiful woman. Liar. Not true. Okay. Yeah! Wait, don't shoot! Who is this guy? That's wet-haired Karibo. You got it right. Just hold your fire, please. He's a pirate, it's true, but this is a government island, and there are many who threaten the Commodore's life. No, sir, not me. Please, you gotta trust me. If you kill me now, Master Teach is gonna split your skulls. Why? Fascinating. Why is that? But because I got some very valuable information. You won't hear from anyone else that one of the ancient weapons named after gods, Poseidon, refers to the power of Shirahoshi, Princess of the Fishman Island, and the other one, Pluton, slumbers beneath the land of Wano. You fucking bitch. That is the point of your character? Really? You slimy cheeseball? The only people in the entire world who know both of these facts are the Straw Hat crew and little old me. And you just told them, kill him now. If you just let me meet with Master Teach, I'll happily provide that information to him. I'm sure he'll be very pleased to hear it. So take me with you. I know I'll be worth your time. Motherfucker. So Poseidon is Shirahoshi, and the other one, the people, the Pluton slumbers beneath the land of Wano. What did which one was Crocodile looking for in Arabasta again? Did he say the name? Why do I remember Pluton as the one he was after? Robin and Boa can look alike because it's not like you're going to notice Boa if Robin is also there. Crocodile was looking for Pluton. Yeah. I remembered something, guys. That's very interesting. Crocodile had information that led him to look for Pluton in Arabasta, but all the while, Pluton was underneath Wano. I'm just gonna screenshot this because I think it's really important to remember that Blackbeard got this information too. So just give me a minute. Before I forget, I wanna put it in my notes. Okay. So how do I add an image again? Image, photos. There. Add. Extremely frustrating, but what can you do? Stowaways be stowawaying. Okay. So if you just let me meet with Master Teach, I'll happily provide that information to him. I don't really understand why he would give both pieces of information to them, because they don't need him now. But I guess, you know, he can give more details, and that's why they will still take him. Pull back from the shore. Don't try to fight back against the pacifistas. No, the bubble shields. Why are we the ones who have to reckon with the power of the Navy's Special Science Group? There's nothing we can do here. Destroying them only sets the Navy back. What do? Let them sink us? Is it possible to cancel the buster call? I don't think it's ever been done before. Vegapunk was the only one who gave the pirates power over the pacifistas, wasn't he? There's no way we can call it off now. So that was Vice Admiral Bluegrass, Hound, and Guillotine. Oh, this was internal monologue. Monologue. So then, if you don't give them any information, they should just trust that you have information. So all he said to them was, I got some very valuable information. You won't hear it from anyone else if you just let me meet with Teach. He has to give them some indication that he's telling the truth. Okay, I see. Okay, back to this page. He's completely turned traitor against the government. He's guilty of treason. Our first course of action is to get the pacifistas back under control. You know, they're saying this now. He's completely turned traitor. But from the moment they arrived here, I mean, Lucci was sent to kill Vegapunk. So it's not like, okay, now he's a traitor. He was marked a traitor before it was even revealed that he did this. So I'm just saying. Take out the pirate, Jewelry Bonnie. All Vice Admirals, leave your posts and eliminate Jewelry Bonnie. She's fleeing from the Fabrio phase in the city center towards the northeast coast. Kill Jewelry Bonnie now! Who dat? Is that the Doberman guy? Copy that. This is Tosa. Oh, it's Tosa. I've got the target's rear position. Executing now. These claws are 10 finger pistols that will chew through any armor. Tosa, bite! Crap, it's an officer! Huh? Wah! Yeah! What are giants doing on this island? So wait. Tosa comes at the Bonnie and Frankie, but just before he can clamp down on them, he gets clubbed. Oh, by a giant. Ouch. And then Bonnie freaks out. What are giants doing on the island? New enemies? We're already in a hurry. Kapapa, who are you? We brushed up on the new members through their bounty posters, but I don't see any of them. Are you all researchers here? We've come for the Straw Hat crew. Ow! Luffy's... Wait, ow, as in like... Was it Frankie who... Frankie's the one who goes... Like, ow! But in a cool way, in like a... Yow! Kind of way. Luffy's my captain. What beef you got with him? What the heck is that? Oh, that's Atlas with Kuma on top. I was so confused for a second. I was like, I cannot see what the heck that is. In a Michael Jackson way, like, yo! How stupid to think killing Pacifista will take the Navy back, but on the other hand, trying to kill the dude that made them. Yeah, but I think what she means is those Pacifistas cost a lot of money, like a lot of resources. But yes, in the same breath, killing Vegapunk, talking about putting the Navy back, yeah. That puts the Navy back far more. But for them, it's like a necessary... What? Okay, so he says, ow! Yow! Luffy's my captain. What beef you got with him? No beef, only gratitude. We are warriors of Elbaf. We'll happily protect any of their friends. Luffy and Sanji and Vegapunk are still in the middle of the island. Will you help them? Those are some familiar names. Of course we will. And then he's like, he smiles like right up in their face. So cute. Vegapunk is the man that Scholar mentioned. Scholar? Scholar? What scholar is he talking about? Don't tell me. It's a rhetorical question. Maybe there are some scholars that I should remember right now, but I can't think of any. Elbaf, and they were with Shanks before. Who was a scholar? That sound effect is nothing. The coolest Frankie was here. Is here. Okay. Let's check. Flavor. What? Good smell. Flavor. This is probably the most human reaction from Frankie. I'm impressed how the fuck does this voice actor roll his F's. Flavor. I'm just impressed with Kazuki Yao being so articulate about his pronunciation of good smell. He had tea instead of cola or something. Oh, I'm gonna miss Frankie's voice actor so much, but I really hope that he enjoys his retirement and feels amazing and good about all the great moments he created and is leaving in his wake for all of us to enjoy for many, many years to come. Okay, so Dory and Brogy say that, they're gonna go help after Bonnie asks them. And Vegapunk is the man that Scholar mentioned. Take them to the ship. Sure thing, captains. Let's hurry. The flames are really spreading. So they're on our side. Are those the masters Usopp always talks about? Jaguar D Soul is still alive, right? I'm asking this question specifically to Tiago and Booty. We learned in the anime with Vegapunk and stuff. Jaguar D Soul didn't die, right? And we're thinking, as far as I remember the theory goes, It might be because Aokiji specifically, he didn't use like a deadly ice time. So as if to freeze him for like a while, like in an ice age, but then unfreeze. Right? The lines are down, Vice Admiral Urban. Either they got blasted or hit by giants. I'm going onto the island, Vice Admiral Pomsky. I'll go by sea. Hop on, doll. The ship from Elbaf is on the northeast coast. The strength of giants is top notch. You ever fought a giant? My superior officer was a giant over 20 years ago. She means Jaguar Diesel. Was? You mean Soul? He was a strong one. Soul! Where are your other friends? There's a lab on top of the clouds. They're up there. On a sky island? No, it's right over our heads. We gotta get you out of here, or you won't make it. Ouch, ouch. Moving me only speeds the blood loss. Don't you remember that we promised you we'd get you off this island? I know I asked for that, but now I've made up my mind. There is something here I must protect. I was hoping not to tell Bonnie about her special authority until she was more grown up. They'll be after her life, of course. Please, keep her safe. He's less and less human by the minute. His eyes look bizarre. And is he coated with poison or something? You know what? He's giving me this feeling of a character from Spirited Away that kept kind of like getting worse and getting worse. But the character in Spirited Away is redeemed at the end. Let's just put it that way. Whereas I don't know if this thing could ever be redeemed. Technically, no. Realistically, no. But I mean, wow. Tiago and Booty like, I'm not here at all. I made one cookie sex joke and here I am. Ah, sorry, Sotos. I should have just said mods. So this guy is literally like, he's even getting that kind of body from Spirited Away. Do you guys remember in Spirited Away when No Face, he starts going insane, and then his whole body becomes this thing, this contorted blob. This is what the vibe I'm getting. It's funny that Sanji says that after what happened with his fight against Queen. What do you mean? His eyes look bizarre, and is he coated with poison or something? Look out, Luffy! Whoa! Ah ha 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 ha! Whoa! So Luffy is kind of like all over the place, and Sanji picked up Vegapunk, who is dying. Stop! Enough, Sanji! I know! Just sit tight! Oh, fuck's sake. Who kicks him? Who? The... What? No! No! I'm gonna need to get a different phone case for my phone when I read One Piece. It's gonna be just like a giant pillow phone case so that I can like... Fucking Kizaru! What the hell? Okay, I just turned it. So, the top one is Luffy saying, whoa, and laughing. Go ahead and take him away. Ignore him if he shouts in pain. And Sanji takes him away. And then he says, stop. But then he gets kicked by, and then Kizaru, and then why? Why? You son of a bitch! Sorry. Get Hunker here so that you can punch him. Punch his palms. Vegapunk! Ringo no-san! Just run around the back of the island, Sanji. Damn it, sorry about this, Vegapunk. He got stabbed in the chest by a demon. What's that thing? Scorpion. And now he got shot through the heart. And you're to blame. Kizaru, you give Marines a bad name. Whoa. Whoa, that looks so cool. You guys aren't going anywhere. That looks so cool. Damn it. Hey, Vegapunk, snap out of it. You're not dead, are you? Why are you smiling? Beep. Click. Hello? Check, check. Is this thing on? Hello out there. Come in, world. I am Dr. Vegapunk, a humble genius scientist. While many of you will likely be shocked by what I have to say in this message, I assure you that it is the truth of this world. Is it like, maybe it's linked, he had like a, like a self-destruct button? No. Like a trigger. Like if he were to be killed, he knew it would be the government. And then he had like a message that would be broadcast to the whole world. Oh. No, I don't want to stop. What time is it? Shall we do another one? One more. Okay, but first I have to quickly post my blue lock reaction, so we'll take a momentary break. But how cool can we just say, like, this visual is so cool. I love that. Also, I need to kind of like, I need to make thumbnails, like expressions, like how did I feel when Dori and Brogy arrived? Because I need screenshots for the thumbnail. Like, wait, what if I just show my chopper shirt in the thumbnail? No, I don't know. I'll make a plan. It feels so artificial when I try and make faces for a thumbnail. But the problem is when I'm reading on my phone is always like in my face or something. So I'm trying to hold it at a different place, but it doesn't really work. I'm pretty sure you have to break your dreams to show us how you feel when they came. Okay, so just give me a moment. We're taking a short intermission. I just need to post. Okay, so Bleach was posted 2 hours ago, and now, no man, studio, content, blue lock, look at this. Yesterday there were like maybe 5 videos like this. This one is not even 13 minutes long, and it kept getting blocked like almost instantly before I posted. But then today, Mike just re-uploaded the 16-minute version. 16-minute, not 60. Mike re-uploaded the 16-minute version and it did not get blocked. After it was blocked last night like 5 times. Even a short video. This short is 57 seconds long. That got blocked. What the hell, right? So frustrating. I'm gonna comment something to trigger that dude that gets upset when you comment fast. I timestamped that click in the last One Piece read along reaction posted on YouTube. Okay, so here is the new blue lock video. This is the last one. I already made the thumbnail, so I can just upload it. I have the title, description. I don't have a blue lock playlist for some reason. And then I guess episode 10 And yeah, that's it. There we go. And then later, at the end of my video, after the One Piece stuff, please remind me to make the new poll, okay? Best Summer 2024 anime poll. So. Are you ready for chapter 1109? What is the truth that Vegapunk is going to reveal? He said, come in world. What is the truth he will reveal? I'm so excited. Okay, chapter 1109. Ooh, that's cool. The cover is Onigashima Sinks. Chapter 1109, Interception. What is the definition of interception? Please don't tell me this broadcast is going to be intercepted, like cut off. Let's see. Maybe his whole message won't be able to be broadcast before they cut it off somehow. Come now, Stella. You can't just start this up out of nowhere. What do you mean, Shaka? Surely the audience will need to be adequately prepared to hear it. You really think that's necessary? Some intelligence agency will pick it up and it'll spread across the world by the next day. Are you certain about that? What if they manipulate the information? What is that? Where's it from? A good point. So what do we do? It's coming across every ship's snails. I'll relay the signal through every naval base in the world. Turn that off! But I can't! And force them to output at maximum strength. The transponder snails can receive audio signals, but the visual transponder snails will take time in order to be set up for viewing. I suggest giving them an interval of 1 hour. What are you going to tell the world, Vegapunk? That's Vegapunk, right? 1 hour? That seems long. So long, in fact. Where's it coming from? Why now? That seems long. So long, in fact, that it will give those who might not want this message heard the time to interfere with it. Very well. Let us set the preparation period for the message to 10 minutes. Isn't that your voice, Vegapunk? Hey, wake up. You hear that, world? I think he died, maybe. Or he's like literally on the brink. What is that signal? Someone explain this now. Saturn! What happened with Vegapunk? Kizaru killed him. He should be dead now. I think I saw it. So he set up this message to play in the event of his own death. I thought so. Most likely. And who knows what he might say. If we can find the source of transmission, I can't imagine it's coming from anywhere but Labophase on Egghead. And it's protected by that barrier. So 9.5 minutes to kill. What now? Want to invent something? I'm rather busy. Why not have some coffee? Wait a minute. Dressrosa, New World. Did you hear that? This is wild. The legendary Dr. Vegapunk is sending a message to the entire world. Bring out the visual transponder snail. Set up the big screen. Hurry, we've only got 10 minutes. Is that the Professor Luffyland took hostage? Oh, wait, he's not eating. I thought someone was eating because Professor sounds like your mouth is full. But I think it's just the way that the little ones talk. Is that the Professor Luffylando took hostage? What's going on over there? Oh, Leo, Did you really believe that horrible article about Lucy? Lucy. Calculating the likelihood of signal jamming. The picture's up. Is that Vegapunk? What's his name? Kraus. I don't remember, but Windmill Village, East Blue. What's this? I thought the news was about Luffy getting up to trouble again. A visual transponder snail? I told you our village needed one, Mayor. And who's going to pay for it? Their food isn't free, you know. You'll get by on sound alone and you'll like it. Aww. Water 7, Grand Line. Wake up, people. Huge news. Oh my. Set up the video at once, Alice. Yes, sir. I'll have it shown in the room next door. Iceberg Secretary, Alice. Is she small? Kiros. Thank you. I've also set up screens in each shipbuilding dock. Although it's the middle of the night, given the apparent importance of this event, I've already delegated contact of all residents so that they can be ready to view the video within 10 minutes. Anything else? World Economic Journal, HQ. Hey, what's this signal about? It's an independent source being relayed by the Navy. Does it say where Luffy's crew is going? Look at the clock behind them, fool. That's not the current time on Egghead. This is a recording that was made in the past. There's currently a buster call happening over there, so the place is burning to the ground as we speak, I'm sure. And then in West Blue. So, that's the real Dr. Vegapunk. Look at his head. His mind's so sharp it cut itself. His mind is so sharp it cut itself. Oh my lord. Wait. I have to prepare myself to receive this message too, because let me sit up straight. Okay. Hold my legs, get comfortable. Okay. Let's see. North Blue. The man who brought light to the world. South Blue. What's so important for him to say to the entire world? Is it the invention of the century? I feel like I want to zoom in and look at all these little characters in each place. But... okay. Doesn't look like... Kamabaka Queendom. The coffee will take 10 minutes to brew. Then I wouldn't have time to drink it. I calculate the chances of jamming are exceedingly low. What does Vegapunk think he's doing now? And why is his noggin so slim? Is that the Dr. Vegapunk we're all talking about? Oh wait, I have to turn it again. And he's streaming a message in the middle of this whole ordeal? I suspect that my death is imminent. So he remembers when Shaka said that to him, because I vaguely remember Shaka having contact with Dragon. So back at Egghead. So all those punches meant nothing to you, huh? Kizaru's eyes glint, and that guy's eyes just demon. Whoa! So he gets thrown back. It's that's why I'm super excited for the anime, because I can't always it takes me a while to kind of visualize exactly what's happening in a panel. But I think he pushes him, or from now until the moment all my friends get away, I'm keeping you guys right here. Gomu. Dawn symbol. Like a bug. I wish that would squash him like a fly. Or a mosquito. And then all that's left on Luffy's giant palm is a little splatter of blood. Demon blood. So he does Dawn symbol. Squashes them. And then he makes a literal like symbol out of them. Like that's a very symbol shape. If you just bounce back from anything I do, lets you bounce back from this. He just threw something. Oh yeah, he's like basically making pizza out of them, but I meant this shape is the shape of a symbol, like as if he actually turned them into a symbol. Wait. That specific one. I can see he's spinning them like pizza, but I like that. Wait, I'll show you. The shape of a symbol is similar to if you put, because it has a little bump at the top and then it's round. I just thought that was interesting. Like that, see? So I know gomu gomu symbol means like banging together because of it's a symbol, but it's still funny that he turned him into a symbol, pizza, but also a symbol, like that. We all know how to kill a mosquito. You have to slap it on a building right before he kills your blonde cyborg. Don't remind me of Genos right now. Okay, so he throws them. Let's see you bounce back from this. And then they spin around, and that reminds me of a flying saucer. He just threw something. Ah! Did he throw them onto the ship? Like... What? How come nothing that I do damages him? So he comes spinning right back. Admiral Kizaru? What happened? Are you alright? Admiral! There's no time, Saturn. Vegapunk must not be given license to speak. I wonder why. Wait. So then Luffy like, close one. There it is. That's our ship. I hope Vegapunk and them are all right. I'll make the summons. What? No, my dude, you are the summon. You are the summoned demon. A demon can't summon another demon. Don't even, stop. No summoning. What the hell is that? Black lightning? That's the same thing as when the spider Gramp showed. No! How can it end there? We didn't get to hear what Vegapunk is gonna say, and I kept reading to hear what Vegapunk is gonna say. He summoned the rest of the demons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Or 1, 2, 3. Because he's there in the middle, and there's 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if that's smoke or another. Demons can summon more demons. Oh my god. There you have a great thumbnail face. It's so tough. This chapter, it was fighting, which is, you know, necessary for a shonen, and everyone, we got to see a little bit of everyone, and that's going to be great in the anime, because they're going to, you know, we're going to see all these characters and hear their voices again. It's going to be really nice, but I wanted to hear what Vegapunk says. Okay, but I'm not going to read more than 4 chapters. Luffy's eyes popping out. What's that? Will it be great in the anime? Will it? Well, it will be terribly sad and heart-wrenchingly painful for the most part. But then, yes, I do think that this will be great in the anime. I don't think that they're going to animate other characters the way that you don't want it to be animated. It's just going to be nice to hear everyone's voice again, like, you know, from Windmill Village, and we get to hear Kiros and his daughter, Rebecca, and Vivi, because we don't get to see them much. So it's always nice to... I mean, we will be able to see it, or it will be so bright. Real weebs will get tan. Okay, well, sadly I have to end there for today. I'm really sad, but it's okay because, you know, most people had to read this one chapter per week. So it doesn't matter where we end. Everyone had to wait a week or more for the next one, right? So I think this is a good place to end because next time, it's a very in-betweener episode chapter. Like, if I started next time by not finding out, like, now on next week Sunday I can read 1110, 11, and 12. So hopefully in those 3 chapters I can hear what Vegapunk said or wants to say to the world. Come in, world. But this is the perfect chapter to adapt for the anime because it can fill a lot of time and it can be very exciting to watch. There's a lot of action in chapter 1109. So people keep pushing me to ban, I swear. Oh no. Was it answering a question I didn't ask, or was it telling me I have to read one more? Or although I doubt that would make you feel so frustrated. So let me just quickly, I didn't put all the titles for today. If he was answering, I would have. 1107 is called I've Been Looking for You. That is honestly, that was such a beautiful chapter. I love when Bonnie saw him for the first time. Chapter 1108. Can't believe this guy is really so relevant that he's going to give Blackbeard all the answers that it took, you know, it took us so much to get. We had to, our crew, when I say our crew, I mean the crew we're watching, the one we've been following for years. It took Luffy's crew so much difficulty. They had to face so many challenges in order to learn what they have learned and know what they know. So for him to give them the answers like that, it pisses me off, man. But it's a typical Blackbeard. Okay, so chapter 1108 is called Come In World. And then that's where I thought, aha, in the next episode, we will learn Come In World, and the next chapter, here's the message. But of course, no, there was action first. Action, action, action. Fighting. And the other Gorosei seems to have been summoned. Stressful. Okay, 1109. The title was Interception. What does interception mean? Let me Google that. Interception definition. The action or fact of preventing someone or something from continuing to a destination. The action of receiving an electronic transmission before they reach the intended recipient. stopping and catching something or someone before that thing or person is able to reach a particular place. Catching. Maybe this chapter itself is an interception, like before we receive the message. So he set up his message to play in the event of his own death, most likely, and who knows what he might say. If we can find the source of transmission, I can't imagine it's coming from anywhere but Labophase, and it's protected by the barrier. And then everyone is getting their screens ready. Interception. What? But nothing was interrupted. Yet. Except maybe Luffy was momentarily stopping him summoning them. And he can speak to them mentally from so far away. That's crazy. Because they've been chatting, like, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah. What did I miss? Twitch was asking me for stupid verification. I apparently noticed I was using a new phone. You have a new phone? No, I was just going through the chapter again, trying to understand how interception fits in. Because I know that's what they aim to do. I guess maybe that's it. It's their intention. The Gorosei's intention is to intercept Vegapunk's transmission, but they haven't actually succeeded in it yet, I hope. Because I'm just going to write down the Gorosei intend to stop Vegapunk's transmission. By the end, it looks like Saturn summoned the rest of them to Egghead. As if having one there wasn't already difficult enough. For a few months now, but it never asked me for more. So now suddenly. Yeah, I have to... Recently, Twitch has also been asking me... It keeps sending me emails that I have to verify something. And then there's like... there's a cut-off date, like a deadline. And I guess if you don't do it by the deadline, it forces you to. So probably that's what happened, maybe. I still need to... It's something about my tax forms. I need to update. Because obviously I earn from subs and stuff. I had to add my number and stuff so I can reply to a whisper. Well, that's concerning, because why do they need your number? Okay, well, that's it from my side for today. Especially the first... I read 4 chapters today. I would say the first 2 were my favorite. But Come In World is very exciting in terms of build-up. And then I think... The last chapter is going to be an especially great episode because it's a lot of action. So there's going to be movement and voice acting, sound effects. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And I still think that, you know, obviously no one has to watch my reactions now that I'm a manga reader and I know what's going to happen. Even though I forget half of everything. I think that my reactions are still going to be exciting. In fact... I'm going to be way more excited for certain things than I would have been. So, for example, if I was a manga reader and I was caught up with the manga when the chapter about Saturn on the boat came out, I would have been freaking out about Saturn's arrival because that's what everyone wanted. I was really frustrated because, to me, oh, one of the old guys' lift is on the way. Like, to me, that didn't really seem like, okay, that's interesting. But people were like, what? You don't understand how big that is. And I was like, So, but my point is, if I was a manga reader at that point and I was caught up, yes, I would have been so excited because of everything I know that's coming. So my point is, if anything, this will enhance my reactions to the anime. Personally, I believe that. The only thing that it will lack is shock. You know, like a twist. Oh, we found out something. But that is why the timestamps are very helpful, I think, is if someone wants to see my first reaction to a reveal, they can just go to the manga video and then check the corresponding chapter. Like, how did she react when she found out? So my reactions are still there, the first ones, but, yeah. So next week, I will start with chapter 1110, 11, and 1112. So, yeah. The problem is, Shadow doesn't read with us to be all excited together. Yeah, that's, I thought he might. He did read the first couple of chapters ahead. But he was still deciding. So I guess he decided, I'm not sure. Maybe he's just having, maybe it's inconvenient in terms of time, because I start my stream about the time he's having lunch. So I guess it's just a bit difficult for him, and I don't know if he decided not to read ahead anymore. But I am going to have to be careful, certainly, with my reactions, because I don't want to spoil anime onlys. But, you know, when you're in the moment, when you're reacting, you're not really thinking about what you're saying. Like, you're just... So I'm definitely in front of... At the start of every video, I will make sure that people know I am not an anime only anymore. I was thinking of adding the timestamps for this one ASAP between today and tomorrow for patrons or Discord users that are going to watch in the next few days, and then go back to the old ones that are still missing them. Well, that would be very nice. I feel like I don't want to rush you or anything, but it would be convenient, I guess, for patrons and stuff. So, yeah, maybe when I post the link, I will tell them, you know, wait a day or two if you are just looking for specific moments, because you will add the timestamp. So I can definitely let them know, but please don't rush. Don't feel like, oh, I have to do this today or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to be reacting to Red Line next. It sounds like a One Piece movie because of the title. It's sponsored by Antonio. I'm looking forward to it. And after that, I'll be playing some games today. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next week Sunday for the following chapters. And if anything comes up this week, because sometimes after reading the chapters, you know, if I'm doing something like washing the dishes, you end up thinking about stuff, right? So if anything comes up for me, if I start thinking about things, come up with any theory, I will let you know next time. See you then. Bye.